And now it's active. Let's fly away. It's holding. Wonderful. And now that this whole thing is confirmed to now have turned off all the hostile mobs in the Nether, let's go ahead and start work on the Wither Skeleton farm. What up, my roomies, and welcome back to the Techno Guide to Minecraft. And today we're going to be starting up our Wither Skull farm. And if you notice, there's not a peep here. With 420 hostile mobs in the mob cap, this place is completely spawn proofed. And so now we can really prep up the area and begin work. Now some of you might be wondering, this seems like barbaric overkill to just make a Wither Skull farm. Well, it's for two reasons. One, if you haven't noticed, I'm wearing diamond gear. And the reason why I'm wearing diamond gear is more or less I didn't have mending when I had netherite armor, and they just broke. they just kind of broke. And so this is going to be a twofer. One is that we're going to set up a Wither Skull farm, and two, we're going to get some ancient debris while we prep the area. But even before doing all of that, we need to make sure this area is flat. So let's get to it. Absolutely hate mining. Oh boy. Alright, now that that's all cleaned up, let's head back to home, and then we'll begin the build. You know, people ask me why I record the entire digging process, and that's mostly because I want to show that I'm also doing all the processes needed to get certain projects done, and I feel like it would be a disservice not to show the entire process, the amount of time and preparation it takes to really construct one of these projects, including the digging out process. Now that we're here, we're finally going to go over how we're going to blow up this all the way down to bedrock. But we're not going to use the quarry machine that we used for our base. We're going to use a double TNT trencher flying machine thing. So, welcome to Kikokor, where safety is a concern. In a previous episode, we had talked about using a single TNT duper, which, when you activate the sticky piston, will drop one TNT. Now the thing about this, it'll only drop one TNT per sticky piston, and I thought, how can we make that even more explosive? So over here we have a double TNT that not only does it activate forwards, but it also activates backwards. Meaning that in one full cycle of a flying machine means that it'll drop 2 TNT. And because there's 2 TNT attached to it, that's 4 TNT in one cycle. That's 4 times more, stupid than the classic version. Building this is remarkably easy. On the bottom, you want to put down one wall, one slime, then one wall. On the second one, you want to put down 2 slime blocks, and then a wall. On the bottom slime block, put down coil fans on both sides. Above the coil fan, put down TNT. On the back, put down the detector rail and a minecart. Then grab yourself a sticky piston and push it forward. Then from here, place down a slime block right behind it, and there you go. It's already good to go, and all you gotta do now is just activate it. And like I said before, the original had 1 TNT per cycle. Cycle meaning the sticky piston goes forwards and backwards, as opposed to 4. When the sticky piston goes forward, it drops 2, and then when it goes back, drops another 2, which is going to be very useful for us when it comes to doing a quarry. Now we've already went over the basics of a flying machine too, so we are going to strap this thing onto this thing, and it's actually kind of simple. See, over here we have the same exact flying machine, only this one pushes the double TNT quarry forwards and backwards. And using the observer powering the slime block underneath will power both the push and the pull system to then pull the quarry forwards and backwards. In the middle here, you'll notice that we have a honey block flying machine with a boat in the middle. Now the reason being is that while this whole thing is going on, a lot of entities are going to be flying all over the place. And because of how big the Wither Skull farm is, we need to make absolutely certain that all the areas are being rendered. Now in order to make sure that all the flying machines are rendered, and bearing in mind that this is not going to be all of them, be right here in this boat. And then once you press this button, now you'll notice that this is not an automatic one. We have to press a button in order for it to launch. And there's a good reason for that. If you notice in the technical guide, I'm wearing diamond armor. I'm no longer wearing my netherite armor. Not only are we going to build a perimeter in the nether using a ×4 TNT quarry, but we're also going to scout out the area in order to get a bunch of ancient debris. Because we're going to be digging out a lot of area, which means we're going to get, hopefully, a lot of ancient debris. And that's more or less how this whole thing is going to play out. So let's begin work. Quick interruption. I noticed that only 12% of you are actually subscribed to this channel. Watching this long, I must be doing something right, so if you like this video, hit that like button and please subscribe to this channel. Any support helps, and these videos take a bit long to make. Thank you so much, and back to the video. So first things first, let's measure this out so we can get a better feeling of where the middle section is going to be. So this is -1025.0. On the other side, this is going to be a lot bigger than I thought it would be. 303. Okay, so looking at 152. So on each side, it should be equal. 303 divided by 2 is 151.5. We're going to put our block at 152, and then on each side should have 151 blocks. I think my math is right there. All right, let's begin building this thing. Alright, so I might have gone a bit overkill with this build, given that there's over 30 of these dual TNT quarry machines, but it might be cool. I don't know. We'll see in the replay if this works or not. And if it does work, I'll be excited. But anyway, let's get into this boat and press the button. Alright, let's do this. In 3, 2, 1, go! Well, I mean, I almost made it through the entire voyage. But this is actually not too bad of a thing, to be honest. Now that we have a bunch of this, now we are gonna get a bunch of ancient debris just by doing one single sweep. And with this, we'll be able to get ourselves a bunch of ancient debris so we can get netherite armor again and gear. So let's sweep the area and then repair the machines. You know, in hindsight, I probably should have built those machines taller. I don't know why I built them so low. Oh well. Ooh, ancient debris. First of many. And then while we're at it, we could also eliminate some of the lava that's around. Oh god, I fell in the lava. Oh no! So, unfortunately, because I built this too low, we're gonna have to rebuild this thing. Oh boy. Okay, that's fine. Speed build. Alright, a couple hours we'll be here. Take 2 on this double TNT quarry thing. Oh boy. And go. A quick check on all of our quarries. Okay. It seems that it has all survived. That's good. Nice. That's how you build a double TNT quarry thing. Now I'm gonna go spend the rest of this time on stream to go clear this out, clear the lava, and get the ancient debris. Also, we can prep the area for the next phase of this entire ordeal.